just hit the button. And I had one idea, and it was let's have some fun. Do you like fun? Do you like fun as much as I like fun? I like fun a lot. Normally, whenever I'm offering people fun, it's like I don't know. It's the way you look at the world. Like 98% of the time, I want to have fun. 2% of the time, of course, my uh, past traumas will crop up. Okay, and so will yours. I guess that's maybe a human trait, if you are human. But are you a robot? Is the what I was getting at. This is I have this book. I was going to read this to you guys the other day, and it's a bunch of different philosophical questions. And I started reading this. And the first one, I didn't like the philosophical question because I already started off with the fucking a very dumb premise. Dumb because it was using like it was just using um, a shaky foundation of a premise. But I haven't read the rest of the book yet, so we got two things. I can either present you with some philosophical queries, or you can entertain me. You want to entertain me? Go for it. Do it. I'm so excited about entertainment. This is perhaps why I am so entertaining myself because I've been entertained uh, by so many different things. Even when I'm not looking for it, something gives me the aha moment, the haha moment, that place that you like ah. So you go aha. It's like laughter, but it's also oh, now you get it. So let's explore either psychology from a standpoint of I don't know whoever the fuck this is. I don't know if this is. I don't think this is all his. Like I think it's a him because it's Peter. I don't think I've never met a woman named Peter. One of my favorite dudes in the world. In person, I've never met. I don't know if I've ever met. I don't know how many Pete's I know. Very funny. I know some repeaters though. See, is that like having two dicks? Oh, it took me under 3 minutes to use a low level joke there. See low level down there. um, but I have met dudes and girls named Aaron. Aaron's a good word, but why is it E? With if you're a girl, why does Aaron start with an E? And if you're Aaron as an A, you're a dude. It's just how it works. What is that? What is that? If somebody's like, "Hey, I want you to meet my friend. I want you to meet my friend named Aaron," you'd be like, "Uh, we be friends, or is that like supposed to be like we get along kind of Aaron, or are we? I mean, you can never tell. Aaron is one of those really interesting. There's a lot of names that it's the same as you say it. It's the same thing. If you write it down, it's a little different. It's like let's see. Does anybody know any other? I'll wait for some people to come here and we'll see if we can discuss this. Disgusted. I'm gonna ask this a simple philosophical query, and I'll turn right to the page. And oh my gosh, it's number 13. So what we'll do is if anybody's here that knows me, we're gonna go to Zoom, and you can try to you can attempt to entertain me, see if you can make me laugh. But like page 100 and I don't know. This is on ethics and feminism, and it's the 13th chapter. It's called Wolves, Whistles, and Women. Yes, I did over exaggerate the wolves, the whistles, and the women. Butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers, or for that matter, nurses, judges, and street cleaners, do not typically rail at being used as, if I may introduce the term, job objective or job objects. Yet some women, especially those bedacked in feminist clothing rail and rage against being treated as sex objects. They argue that men frequently, if not always, regard them thus at work, in the street, and even in bed. Men are wolves, ever ready to pounce on a woman as meat to be violated and devoured. Indeed, where sexual relations are concerned, it seems that woman is but an object of appetite. As soon as that appetite has been stilled, she is cast aside as one casts away a lemon which has been sucked dry. All motives of moral relationship cease to function because, as an object of appetite, she becomes a thing and can be treated as such by everyone. I haven't got to the question yet, because you know what? I'm already perplexed by what's being said here. Because do you know how many times I've been treated like an object? And you know what? Sometimes I enjoy it. You can tell me you ever meet this chick that says, yeah, like she wants you to when she's cleaning up the dishes or something, take her face and smash it into the back of the sink and pull up her skirt and, like, yeah, right. But she wants a pillow there, and if you did it wrong, you didn't do it at the right time. It wasn't when she want. But she's like, why didn't you just read my mind? Why didn't you read my mind? Why didn't you know what I was thinking? Like, I thought was it sex or no sex, or no, or can we talk? Let's talk about your feelings. What's your feelings on having sex anywhere, in anywhere, ever? Yeah, but it's just whenever I feel like it. Okay, so why don't you tell me? Well, no, you're supposed to know. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you have to. Women expect men to be mind readers. It's not that I'm not telepathic. It's not that I, like. Trust me, I know. I could smell you. I could smell all of you, right? But if sometimes I'm sitting there like, hey, I'm not do this, sit around and play computer games or stare at something or play video games or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, I can. Sometimes, like, why don't you just go play a video game or something? Why don't you just go play? And then you're doing that and, like, hey, pay attention to me. Which one did you? You can never tell. You can never tell. So this chapter is already this book, two times I've opened up, and I don't know if the I can't tell if this person's being. Thank you, Eric. What's up, Eric Alchemist? I can't tell if this person's tongue in cheek on this whole thing, because now I've read two of his queries into. It's can a robot be human? It's 33 perplexing philosophy puzzles. Is it really? Hey, I'm not gonna turn any more lights on. I know, even at this late hour, and I've already made a mess. Oh, you know what I just did? I just cleaned up the whole house. I was going through. I was actually working with a. As I was cleaning up my house. I woke up and I was like, what the fuck time is it? And I was like, oh shit, I haven't been sleeping that long, but I was like fresh, bushy tailed, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on? Let me clean my house. And I realized my house was a mess. And by a mess, I mean, I would let anybody walk in here at any point in time, but I was like, how long would this take to clean up? And it took me about 13 minutes. I did all the dishes, cleaned it up, put the water on. Well, it put the water on, and not for tea, to make distilled water. So I could make proper tea. And then I cleaned up my couch and got this shit over here, put my clothes away. Right? I did all this. And I was going through, I was like, is this what does it feel like to be, I don't know, 40-something-year-old woman that's been with the same dude forever, and they just have this really humdrum life, where she's like sitting there in the kitchen she's cleaning up, she's like changing the diapers, she's doing all the motherly things, and to, like, every day, and to not enjoy it for some reason. I don't know. I was going through this, and I was cleaning the house because my favorite thing to do is just here's a little side note on me. Oh, nobody's here anymore. Here's a little side note on me. Uh, when I do something, I fucking do it. Like, you'd be sitting around like, just go fucking do the thing and just clean the thing up and do this. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty good right now. It's not that. And then all of a sudden I'll just go, oh, my fucking house is a mess. And you know what I do? I OCD out on that shit. But I'm not obsessive. I'm not compulsive. I just go, huh. It's an impulse. It's an impulse behavior. And I'll just go and I'll just, whatever. Like my house is dirty. Okay, what do I do? I didn't have an order of things in my mind. I just know, okay, well, put this shit away. I'll clean this up tomorrow. I'll put this in the closet and grab this out tomorrow, and I'll do laundry and blah blah blah. Because I can't do laundry right now because I don't have the laundry machine here. Blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, these boxes gotta go over here. This clean that, and I just went through this whole process. And that's what I do when I'm cleaning, or anything else that I do. It's like playing a game, playing a sport, doing anything. Like humor for me, like talking to me is much the same way. And you're like, how the fuck is that? I'm just really good at it. I'm really good at a lot of things. But because I'm so good at a lot of things, I can't just do the same thing repetitiously. Have I ever used the word repetitiously? I dare anyone to go through my almost 3,000 videos in the past four years or so and find when I said the word repetitiously. I don't like to repeat myself. But if I must repeat myself, I'm going to say it in a longer format and more funny or more wise or more. Sometimes I'm very precarious and cautious with stepping around the words that I might choose to use. So yeah, so I got this whole situation, cleaning the house up, and I went through the puzzle, the conundrum of, and it's not a conundrum of just being like an old housewife, and I was like, if there was room in the world for women to be prostitutes, I mean, because let's start here. Everyone's a prostitute. You're just prostituting your life in a different way. But prostitutes like, hey, for $50, a fucking, it's like a cock in a dirty alley. Aren't there dudes that are prostitutes too? Like in that way? I would assume that there's a lot like as long as a husband wasn't gonna get upset, like too bad, I'd be like, hey, are you taking care of your wife? Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. I'm going to the job, working every day. I was like, but no, I'm taking care of her, and I'd be like, maybe I could do that for you. Like, I don't want to make anyone a cuck. No reason to do that. That's just that's just it's diminishing to a man's character if you have relations with their significant other, their wife. But when people walk around with rings on their finger, do you know that's like a thing? Like if someone's got a ring on their finger, a chick. If I walked around and I had a band on here on my Saturnian finger, it's the left one. This one right here. Is that the right one? Yeah. Or is it the right one? I don't fucking know how it works. I would be 1,000 times more attractive, which would be really tough because I'm a fucking dime piece. If I'm like, usually it's called a chick a dime piece, but no, I'm beautiful. And if I wore a ring on my finger, you know how many women would want to just like immediately talk to me and try to sleep with me? It would be out of control. So I was just pondering this whole thing of housewives, husbands, the whole shenanigans of life. I don't know. I just my mind goes in weird places. I've told you this, and I'm gonna tell you again. I am the most supremely perfect autistic savant there is on the planet. I have supreme autism. It's and also Asperger's, and because I like to eat a bunch of burgers of your wife's ass. Boom. Asperger joke but like I don't know. I'm not really into butts. We were talking about butts yesterday. I'm like, when or not to stick your nose, to stick your nose in there, or if they should use a bidet and clean their butthole off, or if they use I don't know. How do people, oh, do you use bleach to bleach your anus? More butt jokes, come on. This isn't a joke. Do you think a duck bleaches their butthole? I've seen a duck and a goose like just walk around eating food while shitting. And I was like, I didn't realize you guys just did that. Like, yeah, I just took a shit while I'm eating this food. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, man. Could you imagine? Like, I don't, I'm not into like bondage or sadomasochism or like shiza shit type kind of thing. It's funny. It's a funny idea, but like, could you imagine? If you, I don't know if this is okay. Somebody's got to tell me this is okay to say on here. I think it's okay. Because this is a psychological equation here. Have you ever had intercourse to the point of so much pleasure that you release all of your tension in your body and you fart? You thought I was gonna say shit, didn't you? No, fart. It's just it's the prior to you should have already done the dookies before you do the wiggling your butt like a duck. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Well, welcome. Hi, I'm Zen. You're whoever you are. Eric's here, and I have no thumbs up so far. The four of you, if there are four people here, you don't exist in my mind. I mean, you actually do, but I also assume that YouTube doesn't do the algorithms right. So like, there could be 100 people here right now. Some of you might be typing something like, "Why isn't Zen commenting on this?" And then sometimes there might be one person here, and it'll say there's 400. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So I just talk, and if it entertains you and you find it at whatever time and place you're at, maybe you'll get to hear me talk. I don't know if it's worth anything. I think it's worth everything, honestly. By everything, I mean, shit, I'm worth like 800 trillion zillion billion, a mag million. I'm a mag millionaire. Yes, a mental millionaire. I don't know if everybody else would agree with that, but hey, that's what I think. That's what I believe. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm the richest. I feel like I'm the richest man in Babylon. Great song. Also, I wanted to play some music, and it's called "The Richest Man in Babylon" by Thievery Corporation. If you've never heard Thievery Corporation, I highly suggest picking up the album called Mirror Conspiracy. And if you ever get a chance to see them in concert, fucking just drop everything you're doing. I don't care. I don't care if you're like working at your job and the boss is like coming down on you and you're like, I gotta do paperwork, and they're like, hey, in 45 minutes, there's gonna Thievery Corporation's gonna be over at the. You'd be like, yeah, just drop everything. You'd be like, hey, I'll see you later. Go watch that group. It's one of the most magical fucking experiences. Yeah. Anybody know who they are? Thievery Corporation. Shh. Ow. Somebody sits there and plays a sitar, like a sitar. You know what a sitar is? It's not a guitar. It's not a cigar. It's a sitar. They sit and just. It's a guitar, but kind of like a bass, but it's really big. But you sit down when you play it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I was just like, what? What's going on here? Oh, Eric, you never heard of hey Eric, do you want to play some music for you right now? I can't do it on here. Yeah, 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 yeah. If you want to, this is eventually will turn into like a Zoom thing where I put the Zoom on and then I'll play the music, or go ahead and put it on. I can't do it on here though. You know that rule on YouTube, unless I put something in the description box that says this is just for blah blah blah, and then all the disclaimers, and I gotta type like 6,000 things in here before I show, and be like, it's I'm just commenting on the music. It's not mine. I have no copyright against this. That's the only way I can play music on here. It's been a day. Oh man, I don't even. What day is it? Is it Monday or Tuesday? Is it Taco Tuesday yet? What day? It's Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, it's almost Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, bro. Let's go. So I don't have tequila though, which is it's gonna be troublesome for a Tuesday. I do, on the other hand, I went and got some beer, some on Danny Skylark's request. I got some vodka, which I have not touched yet, and I have a bottle of wine. Oh, you got Coronas? Oh, you got. Wait, hold on. Oh, I got the Coronas. You got the Coronas. You can't just say Coronas now. I've. Yeah, you see the joke there at the Coronas. Yeah. Uh, wait, you have do you also have a halo? Hey Eric, do you also have a halo around your head? Hmm. Can you also see into other dimensions? Ah, yes, sir. I know, I know. Oh man. Yeah. Fucking crack open a Rona, bro. Fuck. See, you used to be able to say a Rona. Do they even exist? Do they even sell those anymore? Oh, hey Eric, if you're seeing other dimensions because you're looking at me, look at here I am right here. It's another dimension. It must be. It must be. A lot of people don't. A lot of people will never get to see this dimension of life. Now, is it dementia? Is it a dimension? Should I mention the pathway to ascension? Did I just rhyme all that together? I didn't even mean to. See, I once you start rhyming something together, it just becomes habitual, and I try to at all costs. Yeah, dimensions. Yeah. Uh, I try at all costs to avoid rhyming things because when I was younger, I would say things and it would just rhyme and be like, "Oh, are you just trying to rhyme?" I was like, "No, it just happened that way." And now I do. The reason that I'm good at the talking, like eloquent or whatever, it was because I'm trying to avoid rhyming the last thing or having any rhythm to what I'm saying. So I'll speed up, slow down, and drop my voice and do all these weird things to try to. It's flabbergastingly good fun. Yes, I said flabbergastingly. I don't even know if that's a word. I think flabbergasting is. But I guess you could be flabbergastingly something. I don't know. Flabbergasting? What the fuck? Hey, you can flabbergast me all you want, but don't play with gaslights because those will blow you up. Gaslighting someone? That's bullshit. You ever blow smoke to someone's ass? That's like gaslighting someone. More butt humor. Yes. Hey, so apparently there's more people in here. Only two people have found this worthy of even pressing one button to say thumbs up, good job, great, way to go, you're the best, and I appreciate what you're doing right now. You can always do that by Cash App and PayPal, and it should be all beneath or on any of my other videos. TsarXen, TSAR_XEN. That's my PayPal. So it's paypal.me/TSAR capital. I think I got underscore and capital XEN, and then the other one is $ for Cash App, and then TSAR like Czar, like Tarzan or Zarzen. Crazy, and then a capital X again. You have to capitalize the X. Well, okay, so if you can't even find your finger to the point of hitting a thumbs up button, I wonder if you could even find the the generosity in your being to hand me a couple dollars, because I know no matter what, everyone has an overflow of money. Everyone does. Everyone has a lot of currency, and if they were so freely giving, they would just like, hey, it might be $1. It might be a hundy. I don't know. Just put it in one of those things, and you know what? It makes me funnier. When I get a good when I get a nice tip for what I'm doing, it makes me happier. Now, do I rely on it? No, but it's very helpful to my situation. So that it allows me to do this. It pays for this phone. It pays for this a roof over my head. It pays for the internet connection, all that shit. Hey, hey, Eric, whatever. I'm just doing commerce jokes here. Wait, it's not a joke. Commerce is serious, bro. You gotta be serious about it. This is serious motherfucking business. 25 minutes. This is. How many people can just do it off the cuff, unscripted, the way that I can? Not a lot. Not a lot. And I still have not. Maybe it's just because I don't have the. I don't know what is it, like the gall to go on stage and do this. Because if you do an open mic, here's what happens. They give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes for me to condense all the hilarity and intelligence that I have. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not. It can't. Like, why don't you're so like people are like, oh yeah, I do. Do you ever done stand up? You ever do comedy? You ever do like that doesn't. It's not enough time. Like you have to. For me to deliver a joke most of the time, my life is a joke. I would have to. You'd have to know who I was. Like if could I walk on stage with a fucking tunic on? Could I walk on stage? Look at. Could I just walk on stage looking like this with this shit on? Like this is a fucking dress, right? And so I'd have to dress the fact that I'm wearing a one piece. I'd have to do that. That would be the form of the joke. And then people would be like, why are you wearing that? Are you gonna say something funny? Is somebody, they would look at each other and be like, is he being funny or so there was comedy here? Oh, it's fucking just because I don't laugh at my jokes doesn't make me not funny. I'm not funny, don't laugh at me. You're supposed to laugh with me. That's the that's the intercourse. Humor and jokes. Have you ever been having sexual relations with someone? Male, female, transvestite, dog, cat. Oh, that's croaked. Oh, did I use that right there? I just went to bestiality right there. Yep, got through that one. But then you're laughing, like both of you are laughing during making love. It's pretty awesome. You should try it out sometime. But it's not so serious. It's not like, I mean, sometimes it's very serious. Like you dig in and you're in there. But other times, like just the laughter at the whole event. I said whole, like let's see, whole event. Get it? That was too advanced of a joke for most people. Should I do a rim shot there? Oh, another butthole joke. That was a tossing salad joke. Rim shot, tossing salad. I don't know. Oh, you want those? Oh, you want the? Hey, you want? Oh, you want the? You want the Czar tarot cards? Hey, you know what's funny about that? Here, they're right here. I threw them all over the floor last night, and I still have both decks. It's so fucking funny about that. Here, pick a card, any card. It's this one right here. There's yours right there. Here's the. I think it's the Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Is that what it is? Oh, it's the no the Ten of Cups. It's a chalice, ten of. There you go. I know. Whenever I get cards out, what I'll do is I'll just start shuffling them and pulling cards out and throwing them at people, or just throw them all over the place. I don't know what it is. I I I I like to throw things. I don't like to throw things like a baseball, and I don't hit anybody. I just like to. Hey, it's just a fucking card. Hey, have one here. Most of them come back to me, so I think all of these are here. I've not thrown these in a public sector before. Normally, if I'm doing something in public for people with these, I'll show them the card. Oh, there's me right there. The spade of the chivalry of spades. The chivalry of spades. It's the guy on a horseback or some shit. I don't know. Hey, good thing I didn't do anything racist and say guy on a wetback. That would be very racist. Or raw dog on a horse. I don't even know. Yeah, so I threw these all over. I threw these over all over my house the other day just for fun. Now I gotta go find out where the rest of them are. I mean, they're mostly over here, but how about this? How about this? How about this? You come to New Orleans and you can buy me all the beer you want, and I'll give you those. I'll give you those cards. It's fair trade. If you send me some in the mail, that's cool. Cause I just got somebody sent me some beers the other day, which was awesome. And yeah, really good trip on the beers, man. I have no war wounds or injuries from if you drink too much sometimes or you smoke too much or like if you smoke too much, tell me you're not gonna stub your toe or like fall over or like just like run into a wall or like forget that you're driving. But when you're drinking, same thing happens. Like, any kind of substance will have you stumbling all over the place. Oh, Eric, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, yeah, if I'll give you my Addy offline holler at me on the Theoluminous email or on Instagram is the easiest way to find me because I'm always kind of stumbling and bumbling and mumbling through there, like and then I'll give you an yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't look if here. There's two things that happen with email. One is email will get put in my spam box. Two is I just don't check my email that often. I just don't. I just really don't care. Instagram is awesome because you can interact in so many different ways on there. Like I could just hit a button and face and just talk to someone, or we can just like thumb chat, or we can like meme each other, or like oh, on the gram, yeah, I'm CsarXen on the. I did move. Oh yeah, yeah. I live closer to. Yeah, I live closer to the prime meridian, the primal meridian of life at this point. Uh, no, but the Instagram is CsarXen, and I believe it's with the Z, TsarXen, not like my email. I gotta confuse people just slightly. Yeah, but that's the easy way, like, cause I'll respond to that within like a day or two, and then sometimes like, if I'm doing a show or I'm loaded, being all fucking weird, like sometimes I'll look at it and I'm like I'll get back to this later, and then I'll just scroll through everything else and like oh shit who the fucking texted me yesterday? It's this is what I mean. Discord. Oh, you know my backup channel too? I haven't used it in so long. Yeah. What's funny? Sometimes just occasionally I'll just go there and be like, what the fuck did I leave on here for people? Yeah. The only reason I had that was initially just because I was trying to like, start a fucking like a whole, hey, here's a couple channels, I can get followers, blah, blah, if I do it from a, no. No, I was just like, if this is here, this is here. This is what you got. This is what you got. Like I can't put myself through all of the fucking. I can't jump through all the hoops. You know what I'm saying? To do all this shit. Like nah. I was way different. No. I was always similar to this, but when I was doing it one directionally, like I didn't think I was communicating to anyone, so what I was doing in my early shows, right, was I was like, hey, here's something I know, and I don't know who's gonna listen. I didn't think anyone listened. I didn't know. I had no clue. I was like, is it important that I'm saying this? Do I just think I'm a fool for saying this? Now I know I'm a fucking fool and I'm an idiot and also wildly moronic and intelligent at the same time. All that shit. And so like that's the only difference. I was still doing. The only thing I did too, I think, was probably just grow my beard out, and this whole fucking thing happened with, what's going on in the world. I don't know if you noticed, and so I gave way less fucks, way less shit. It all just vanished to me. Because I'm just talking. To me, I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at me here. There's me. I'm right there. Like right there. Right there. Oh, there I am. I mean, I'm not like narcissistic and egoistic about it. Because most of the time when I'm talking, I'm not looking at myself. I'm looking off into the distance. So but I do know that I do know. Here's the weird part of it. Part of me says, "Holy shit! If I think about this too hard, that there's been literally hundreds of thousands of people have listened to me speak, and then people that say, 'Holy shit, thank you,' and all that. If I get stuck on that, I won't speak anymore because I'll be like, oh my god, what do I have to say? Can I say it the right way? Could you imagine like the most crazy beautiful thing that you've ever seen in the world? I think most dudes would say, funny enough, Angelina Jolie, transvestite, perhaps, I don't know, pretty fucking good looking, right? It's like, oh, it's attractive. I don't care if you're a woman or a dude. You're like, holy shit, that's super sexy, right? Or maybe you're into, I don't know, Joaquin Phoenix. I don't fucking know. But could you imagine if you knew you were talking to that person? What would you say? You would trip all over your words. You would stumble and you would stutter and you'd but I just don't give two shits. I've met famous people. Not super famous, but famous enough, and I just go, cool. How's life going? I don't. It doesn't concern me, and so I try to keep my head in that place, because why be so concerned with anybody else's status as an individual in this crazy world? Who cares? Just because someone's on TV doesn't make them smart, doesn't make them intelligent, it doesn't make them whimsical or wise. It doesn't make them any of that. So what? So you got could I mean, because think about it. Could you imagine meeting somebody like fucking Bill Gates or Fauci, like that kind of shit? You'd be like, I'd have to repress all of my bad feelings about what they do, and just talk to them like a human being. And if someone I really liked in the opposite direction, I'm like, damn, I've seen her in a porn video. She's fucking sexy. I probably stroked my dick off to this one here. I'd have to repress that and go, fuck all that shit. Hey, what's going on? How you doing today? To anyone. I don't know. It's the same thing whenever I'm talking. So I have to alleviate from my mind every single moment that I'm even intercoursing with you. You took a break from social media. Yeah, I hear you. I've done it a couple times, but it's like, I don't know. Everything is social and everything is media, right? Media just means the medes, the medicine men, and everything is social. But now they're trying to enforce that people. I've noticed that during this whole bullshit that's going on, people are going, I'm gonna clean myself up and not be on social media. I don't get it. I feel like the opposite should occur. That everybody should be like, yo, let's interact more, so that way we can actually explore through this, and then in the actual physical world, the same thing, because they're telling you, don't do that. Don't. How dare you talk to another person? How dare you not wear a mask? How dare you not be this 6 feet or whatever? How dare you not? Don't even. You can't hug someone online. You can't even give somebody an emoji, like an emoticon or whatever. You can't even do that. Don't do that. No, it's bad. Don't do it. Speaking of emojis and emoticons, they're hieroglyphs. Let's just jump into another idea here. Emojis, emoticons are hieroglyphs. You know why hieroglyphs, the era of glyph, it was an advanced language, because it very much like, if you look at the symbols in Chinese, they're symbols. They're not. There's not. It's not a mathematical masculine language of this, and then we get these letters that turn into You know, if I say television, right? It's that thing, and we can decide what that is. But if you were to draw a picture, which is a sigil, which is a symbol, which is a hieroglyph. I mean, we can get into all the different words, but we're getting around this. It's an idea, and you would say, "Oh, it's like that." But the TV, the thing that you draw the picture of, it can mean a lot of different things. And the only way they're using contextual, context clues. It's artistry. Why do you think white people get Chinese symbols tattooed on them? They might even know what the fuck it means. They really don't know. They're like, oh, this means fucking peace. This means fucking. They don't know. It's just a general sense of an idea. Because, oh, what's that? I don't know. I can't read it, but it looks like it means. And they're like, oh, this means the greatest ancestors. And they'll just go into, and they can tell a story because the image that is if you're symbol literate, the image tells a story. You could just look. You could literally just look at me, and you could figure out a story that you'd like to put upon what you think I am. Or because I'm a mouthy motherfucker, I could tell you a story. Speaking of, hey, everybody else that's here, what's going on? Does anybody else want to say anything besides me? And I guess this, who's this? Eric. Oh, what's up, John? I didn't realize. I seen Eric and then John Phillips is here, or Phipps. What's up, John Phipps? What's going on, yo? I don't know that have we ever interacted before? I mean, you've probably heard me speak. I don't know if I've ever seen you before. Do I know who you are? Who are you? What are you doing here? See, I'm a distance. Look at, I'm keeping my radius clean. I'm a distance from the screen, so I can't really see who's there on the side. I was just reading it. I just assumed it was. I assumed it was still Eric, but because your pictures are from this distance, very similar. But as I zoom in with my eyes, they're not the same at all. John, John Phipps, you said you're gonna draw me one day, and I'm gonna like it. Like, can I be one of your? Can I be one of your little French models? I could just sit there, kind of half naked, smoking a cigarette, and. Oh, John the Fisherman. No shit, you changed. Okay, then I know you. Oh no, 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 no. I mean, please do if you want to. John, you gonna draw me? When you first said it, I was like, "Who the fuck is this person that wants to draw me?" Now I already know you're an artist, so yes, I would fully, completely, absolutely accept that. But would you give it to me, or would you just hold it and do like, I drew you, or would you put it on a wall, or like send it to some museum somewhere? Like, here's a picture that I drew of Zen, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, it'd be like the Mona. Somebody had a really cool T-shirt yesterday. Oh, hey yo, this dude had a T-shirt yesterday. This dude, yeah, yeah, like the Titanic. Yo, this dude had a T-shirt yesterday. It was the Mona Lisa with a mask hanging off her chin. Her T-shirt was a Mona Lisa with a mask hanging off her chin. The implication was fucking hilarious, right? Read into that. Anybody? Let me tell you how it works. Let me tell you how art works. Let me tell you how humor works. If she were to put the mask on, the Mona Lisa wouldn't exist the way it does, because there's something about the way that she smiles or doesn't smile, or is it a Mandela effect, or what is that? Was it actually the guy drawing himself as if he was a woman, and that's why it's so? Was it? Hmm? There's a lot of queries in that, but a mask, it implies something very, very, like the devious nature of liars. Here's a query again as we go back to philosophical conundrums. Um, if someone always tells the truth and another person always lies, and you want to know who's who, what question do you ask? If you want to know who lies and who tells the truth, you say, "Are you lying?" Liar will say, "No." Truth teller will say, "No." What question do you ask them? Oh, you like avant-garde? Yeah. Slanch. Whenever I say this, the Irish Slainte, and I say it funny because I say slanch or slant. I say it funny, but it's a different word. It's a Irish word. I used to go to a bar with that name. Slant. They were incense. You said incensing salvia. Yeah. Oh, dude. There's not a lot of people that have ever really like you know what's funny about salvia? Most people that have ever done it never do it again. When I did, I was like, did you just not understand what's happening here? I mean, I haven't. I probably have not. Divornium, the diviner sage. Um, I haven't. I don't know the last time I have, but it was legal, right? It was legal, and then people start, oh, it's crazy, don't do it, and people like, ah, fuck it. Look at this person's drilling all of themselves, running around, smashing their head in the shit. I'm like, that's not really what's supposed to happen. Maybe you're getting something bad. I don't know. Uh, cause when I did, I was like, holy shit, I understand how time works. I understood time. Most people think you go from here to here to here, and you go through this logical progression, an analysis of how to put one foot in front of the other. No, on Salvia, you understand exactly what time is, and you can change it instantaneously, just like that. You see it as like a blockchain of events that it doesn't matter what came prior to it or what came after it. You could replace like if you're looking at say a film, right? And you're scrolling through the film, you could just cut off one thing and put a different image in there, and that would hold space. You could put a different image in there. That's funny. For real with the church thing, man. Hey, every time you make eye contact, they look away. No shit. That same thing happened to me. I actually had to stare someone down the other day. I had to stare them in their face until they just went. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just knew they were saying some bullshit. When someone's saying bullshit and you're just like, "Are you serious?" It's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah," and they're like, and they just go, "Oh, yeah, I hear you. I hear you." The salvia, yeah, it just changes perception quite a bit though. Yeah, no time is in all directions, and once we shift our perspective, the fourth density will be able to see it easily. Yes, it's kind of like if you're having a fun day and you laugh and you smile. Most of the time, people will laugh and smile with you. And if you're having a bad day, yeah, they'll just be like, oh, you know. It doesn't always work that much, like you can't always be happy, you can't always smile because sometimes they'll see through it. Like, are you actually happy? I have to ask myself continuously, are you actually happy? And you know what? Most of the time, yes. I would say it's pretty much the way I talk. I could do this for hours on end, and 98% of the time, I'm pretty fucking happy and I'm pretty smiley. But 2% of the time, uh, don't fuck with me. Don't. It's not. It's. Am I having a period? Is that my time of the month? I'm being going? Yeah, of course. Everyone does. You know, when dudes that don't get it, they're like you're, because they're always being a fucking giant bag of donkey manure, right? You know, that's just their general attitude. Like, eh. But whenever I do that, they go, "That's not like you. I thought you were being zen. I thought you were so happy and like everything's supposed to be like it's funny and it's uplifting." And no, no, I get to be slightly abrasive, rude, and angry just as much as anybody else. I do it very minimally, but if I do it, goddamn, I'm gonna do it as good as I do everything else I do. I'm as upset. Hey, if you think I'm funny, if you think I'm cute, if you think I'm hilarious, if you think I'm wise, I can also be the exact reflection opposite in a black or white mirror or however you want to play that game. Doesn't bother me. I mean, it does bother me. I would like to be happy all the time. Who wouldn't? But without the sour, you would never know the sweet. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, 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 yeah. People have been weakened psychologically. I'd like to believe it's otherwise because I think the people that are supposed to be powerful are becoming more powerful, and the people that are weak are becoming weaker. So you're right in the way where weak people are becoming much weaker. People are gonna go. People are just gonna fucking take a nap. People are just sleeping. When you say sleeping, I'm like, they might as well go ahead and dig their own grave. That's how you sleepy be. Just get the. That's one of my favorite comments. Whenever I'm talking on Instagram and I'll say something, and somebody says something fucking retarded to me, because obviously on Instagram people are gonna say retarded shit. I'm like, just go to sleep. Just go to bed. I know this because sometimes when I'm acting deranged and foolish, like, yeah, I should take a nap, and so I do. I wake up and go, eh. And I consider my day, I consider my dream world, and I say, I had a fucking hilarious day. 99% of it was pretty fucking awesome. 1% of it, it was probably a fuck up there. I probably fucked up somewhere. I do I've seen, despite all the fucking bullshit that's going on, I've seen a lot more really cool people. Like, I've met some really fucking awesome, really well versed, heartfelt, mentally competent, strong people. And then you also come in contact with people that are like, whoa, I think you should just go ahead and check out of this life entirely. Just give it up. Get out. You have no business being in this realm anymore. Yeah. Like, but that puts me at an impasse where I go, what am I being judgmental to say, hey, if one of us gotta go, like, I'll go. Don't bother me. I'll go. I'll go to another realm. But then I think there's a lot of people that would miss me. If you left this realm, not you, but when you say, but if you did, I don't think anyone, you make no impact on the world. You have no business being in this fucking society. You're absolutely superfluous. You know, that's kind of where we are in the world, right? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this last year, yeah, for people, you're either gonna if people have not figured it out completely at this point, what the fuck this world is, which is a really crazy place, fun, weird, strange, and then if you can't, just to use Easy joke. Let's just softball pitch an easy joke. If you can't tell this media system with the president, Joe Biden, and Kamala thing, if you can't tell this is all, and the last president you have, the last president we had was already an actor. Like you already knew that he was an actor. So was, so was fucking every other one. But let's not get into that. Let's just talk about everyone's favorite president, Ronald Reagan. He was a fucking B actor before he became president. Donald Trump, an actor before he became. I'm starting to. Now, if you really understood the rest of these fucking people, in front of you, you literally have two of the dumbest people that have ever fucking walked the face of this beautiful realm here. If you think that Joe Biden deserves to run a company, let alone fucking wash dishes at a Denny's, he couldn't get hired at a Denny's. He should be literally getting a senior citizens discount and drinking a coffee and having somebody say, "Hey Joe, it's okay. Are you all right? How can I help you today?" And giving him like good food and good ways, just helping him. And Kamala Harris, somebody should stop letting her do all of the um, she all she does in her life is do a lot of uppers. She's so excited about nothing. And then whoever that Jen Paskey or whatever her poopy eater, Jen fucking poop jokes, Jen fucking salami tits. I don't know. I have red hair and I don't know anything I'm saying. I'm gonna circle jerk everybody. She's a circle jerker, right? If no one's getting this, how do those people? How do those people even? They only exist slightly in my mind because I've had to have conversations about this with people. I have to know. I have to know they exist, and my view on them is so far beyond humor because that's too easy of a joke. People that made fun of Trump, like somebody the other day, a comedian that I thought was funny until he used this joke. He was like, everyone's favorite fucking easy joke is Donald Trump. It was just perfect for comedians. I was like, you're not a comedian. You're not even smart anymore. You can't use a politician to that's an easy joke. Their entire existence is a fucking joke. Even the smart ones, if there are any smart politicians. I mean, I guess if you get into politics and you make enough money, and you got the beautiful husband or wife or whatever you do, I don't know. If it's paying your bills and people kind of okay, but you're a politician, so you're already a piece of shit. Are you gonna do anything other than be? They are the lowest level actors ever, and people buy their bullshit. They buy it in bulk. They listen to it. Like, how easy would it be to make fun of any president we've ever had? Go for it. Pick one. The only person I've never seen anyone make fun of is probably Reagan or Kennedy, because Kennedy was shot. No, he wasn't. It was fake, and he became president again. So I'm gonna tell you here. Just look into it. John F. Kennedy became president again. His name was Jimmy Carter. Now, I could be wrong about that, but if you look at it kind of closely, it's pretty obvious. Anything that you see in the news and the media is bullshit. They say, look over here. While all the while they're just causing a fucking ruckus over there. It's fucking ugh. Yeah. I mean, paying attention to politics, I don't like. I have a TV, but I don't know. It's pretty much unplugged. It's unplugged. I don't even have it on or my speaker. I unplug it. Will I use it now and then? Yeah. Some good movies. Movies are good. Internet's good. I'm good with it. But here's the thing with politics and shit. Who's Denzel Washington? I think said this. Or was it Denzel? He said if you well he stole the quote, but it's still a great quote, and him saying it's great. Uh, if you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. And I don't mean just reading the newspaper, I mean watching the television. So I occasionally have to, I'll look at the headlines, read the like I already know what the fucking fine print is. It's like I'm gonna write fucking 800 word essay on this dumb shit that the bold print is. You go, okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad that. Cool. All right. Fucking. So I have to have a little bit of an idea of what's going on. Like no matter what, if I just walk around the streets and I talk to someone, somehow something political will pop up, and I go, oh Christ, I have to be a little bit. I have a little bit of a view on it. Do I have an opinion on it? I have facts on it? I'll tell you what the fact is. Um, if you like watching the news, you probably believe that we went to the moon. Anybody? See the crowd would fucking like if I said that that's a fucking joke and that's hilarious and I would deadpan that bitch. I'd be like, if you pay attention to the news media, you believe we went to the moon. You're an astronaut and your mother's an astronaut. And you wear a spacesuit with a pouch on the side for sunglasses. Yeah, that's a real thing, right? That is a real thing. The outside of the old NASA shit, there was a the flippy floppy thing here. So they put sunglasses in there. It's a marketing gimmick. How do you, the whole room would die? They would die not knowing how to even respond to that because they couldn't. It would be too thoughtful of humor. Yeah, it is. That's why like I don't listen to pop music. I don't watch the news. I don't do like all of that shit. Like that's great, but okay, then why are you talking to me on Instagram? Why are you talking to me on you're using the things that you hate. I don't hate Instagram. I don't hate YouTube. I don't hate any of this shit. This is all great. It's all nice interchange networking of energies and things. Do I hate Hollywood? Do I hate Disney Corporation? No. Have I been to Disney World? No. Do I think it's creepy a little bit? Yeah. Do I know that there's an underground tunnel of trafficking? I don't know that. How would I know that? How could anyone know that? And if everyone knew that, why isn't why isn't anybody running up in there and just like demolishing the place? Because I've also heard that Walt Disney was also Hitler, and Walt Disney was also designed Disneyland, Disney World, as a it's an exact replica of the entire realm that we live on, which is a reflection of the moon. Look at the moon. Why do you think sailors got? How do you think they got around back in the 1600s? You think they had a GPS? You think they had a navigational tool? You know what it was? They looked at the moon. They looked at the stars. Look at the Polaris, the North Star. That's what they're using. They were guiding themselves by the moon and the stars. Crazy, right? So, was Walt Disney playing the face of Hitler that everybody hates? So now we gotta play. We gotta play. You wanna go real hard here? You wanna play the Nazi Jews joke? What if the Jews were actually Nazis? What can't you see? See, you can't not see. See, I just say that. Is that funny to anybody? But Jews can make jokes about anything because they're funny. They're all the comedians. They own all of Hollywood, right? All the media. I'm allowed to say that. I'm a obviously quite Jewish. Except for I don't think so. Maybe, perhaps. You gotta have a nose for these things. Yeah, the Van Allen radiation belt. Yeah, the Van, okay, who's Van Allen? Why do they just throw the word Van Allen there? Why do they call it the Van Morrison radiation belt? Yes, I'm gonna keep doing this with my head, man, because it kind of when I talk, kind of does that. How about the Van Morrison radiation belt? How about the Jim Van Morrison? You know, Jim Morrison's still alive, apparently. Jim Morrison is let my people go. Do you know? Hey, Do you know this part? Jim Morrison's still alive. Wait, did he just die again? He's a TV personality. The fat dude that does the radio show. What the hell is his name? Can't remember right off the bat of my head. But if you say Jim Morrison is Van Halen. No, no. What the hell is his name? Sorry, I'm stuttering in my brain. Jim Van Halen, the Van the Van Halen radiation belt, the Jim Van Morrison Halen radiation belt. Hey, John, that's funny. Your uncle punched Van Halen's brother once. I think everyone probably punched one of those dudes in the face. You ever met anybody that like sort of famous? You know, like hey, I fucking made a video. I'm kind of fucking awesome. I'm like I gotta, and you just like immediately you're just like, why are you such a fucking crusty cunt? And you want to punch him in the face? Yeah. Most musicians, John, they need to be punched in the face repeatedly with my dick. Van Halen's belt. Van Halen walks around with that big fucking that big belt that they that like you from Texas and you wear that big belt. You're like, yeah, I'm from Texas and I got fucking got big. I think everyone that lives in Texas. I'm gonna whisper this to you. Everyone that lives in wait, I said whisper. This is how I talk. Has baloney tits, like salami tits, like. They have small nipples but very large areolas. We'll call them the Van Halen radiation areola belt. Just throw some words together. Get the fuck out of here, John. Why is really for real? God damn it. I don't mean you, man. I don't mean you. I don't think so. I haven't met you close enough to want to slap the shit out your fucking mouth. Slap the taste out your face. But here, even before I made videos and thought that I was like something special because I don't really like I'm only special like special K like just a high on ketamine all day every day. Um, that'd be kind of weird because you can only do it for a second. And you can like fuck that. Um, even before this, people used to want to slap me in the face. People punch me. I don't know. Could they win? A lot of I had an argument that somebody put a gun in my face the other day. That was funny. I was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I was like, "You sure you don't want to scrapple? You want to scrapple apple? You want to fight about this? Are you certain you could win? Are you certain? Would you really? Is anyone really that mad that you'd kill someone? Like, I can't believe that. I don't believe that in the world. Like I don't care if you uh uh just beat the shit out of some old lady in front of me. I wouldn't want to kill you. Nope. Would I let it happen? Probably not. But if it happened and I couldn't really do anything about it, like I would just be like, truthfully, what's wrong with you? Do you have a major serious like mental illness? Because the person to do that, obviously, it's a psychological, it's a social economic disorder. People have these. It's a disease of the mind. It's all like you have to go. How did that? I'd be more curious as to how does that occur, that somebody's like, rob an old lady in a park, like, steal their meal, right? Could you imagine robbing an old person of their food? It was just in there like somebody's eating like Jello like and you just like run up and like grab their shit and like how like I'm like how could you what happened there? Because I'm more concerned with why they got to the point to steal someone's green Jello pudding pop with the I don't even know, like I don't even whatever's on. Why would you do that? And there are people who have done this, certainly. Unless the news is just pretending there's a lot of fucking crusty, creepy, dumb, stupid, shitty people. No, most of the population is not. But I'm like, well, how the fuck bad did they have it? Did somebody steal their food? Do I have to feed their kids? Did the media, the government, the school system lie to them? Did the pharmaceutical company give them drugs? Now we got to get into some deeper issues here. Don't worry, we don't want to do all that, do we? Yeah, that's crazy. Really? How is it? Can I ask you? How is it to open up, like, be on stage, and to like, how is that? People, a bunch of people. I've talked to people. Like, I used to sit in bars and just have these kinds of conversations. Where I just start going, hey, and here's some crazy weird shit you don't know about mathematics, blah blah blah, whatever it is, and people are like, dude, why don't you do like a TED talk? Why don't you do a stat? I I actually had somebody say, I will buy that fucking, I'll buy that room right there. I was living in Indiana. It's like, I'll buy that fucking room for the night. And I was like, if you sell the tickets, you can get people to show up. I'll do it. What are you gonna say? I was like, I don't have anything prepared. I'll just stand there and be like, hey, what's up? And then here's what I know. It's like, you gotta sell the tickets though. So what's the charge at the door? I, I've really never considered the idea of standing in front of an audience. Like, it's here. I can go. Hey, this is comfortable. I'm sitting down. This is my room, and I don't have, if I don't like your stupid face, if I don't like what you have to say, I can just go mute you. I don't have to look. But the only thing that throws me off with the audience would be, I have a few times went on public, hair down, looking all fucking shiny and whatever, and then like people just walk up to me like in groups and just try to talk to me. I'm like, I'll be talking to somebody and smiling at them, and then as they're talking, three other people start talking, and I'm like, I don't know who to answer here, and everything becomes a blur. I'm like, so if I were to talk on stage, like, are you all gonna shut the fuck up and listen, or what? Wait, it was back when you were drinking, but you had to drink sometimes to get to. See, yeah, for me, I don't know. I do plenty of shows. Obviously, you've seen me drunk, high, sober, blah blah blah. But sometimes sober. It's all the same to me, man. I don't like. I'm not gonna. When I was a kid, I used to. Let me give you an idea here. Let's see if we can help everyone out here. Did you ever make notes in class, and then and you couldn't really read them, but you kind of got the gist of it, right? Okay. I dated this chick for a while. Love of my life. Her name was Crystal. Yeah, she was fucking gorgeous in every way. Uh, Time frame was a little off because she was just getting out of college, whatever. So I'm gonna give you an idea. So she's still in college. I think she's final year of. I don't think she's getting a PhD, but she was final years of college, and I'm already my dumb fuck up self. And she would take notes, and she was an artist too. She used to draw boards, like like if you walk in a restaurant, you see the shit there that's all like really fine. She used to do that. Like that was really really artistic and smelled good and like just super pretty. Fucking the only thing that if I could pull anything back in my life, I'd probably try. I would try to fix that. Anyways, so she would, but here's the thing. She would take notes while in college, and she had beautiful handwriting. This is what I'm trying to get to. She would take white out on her notes, white the shit out if she didn't spell something right or if it wasn't perfect, she'd white it out and then write over it. On her notes, she would redo her notes. Even though it said what it said, she would redo it. And I was like, and you know what? And she wasn't, I wouldn't say she was meticulous or precise about, like probably one of the only chicks that, most chicks I've ever dated don't wear makeup. She would only occasionally put makeup on me because she was too beautiful. She didn't need to. Most women, if I date you, like, that's what you look like. Like, if you got to put the whole fucking no, she didn't do that. I mean, she was clean, but how the fuck would you go through life editing all, even notes? I think that's a very, that's problematic in the world. You can't edit notes. Like, that's like, I didn't mean to say it that way. And so whenever I'm talking on here, it's what I said. Sober, drunk. This is a diary. This is notes to me. This is just a note to myself. If I were to come back as anyone else, and I want to if I was like to take a little key, pick a lock, and just look into someone's diary, this would be my diary to myself, which is what it is. You all get just so happenstance, you get to see like the diary of Leonardo da Vinci. That's me. You see the diary of Nikola Tesla, if he existed. You get to see the diary of God. Make no mistake about it. I make no mistakes. And if I do, fuck it, slide right through to the next whatever. Because like you can't undo things. You can adjust history somehow, like in a way, like. Dude, the only reason that I'll clear my browser history, not because I'm embarrassed, because I looked at some porn and some like a midget fucking a fat chick. I don't know. The only reason I do that is because like you can't just build up that in your phone and then all of a sudden there's no memory left in the phone, so you just kind of like, yeah, delete that, and of course, like, what did you midget? Oh, I've actually, what's funny? I've never actually looked at that. I've never considered it. Never even a thing. That's for real. Anyways, let's continue. Is that where I'm? Oh yeah, yeah. Hey John, yeah. She smelled good, like in every way. You know what's funny? It's funny. What's funny? Okay, I'll tell you. Maybe I'll tell you a story offline. But she used to. I didn't know it at the time, but I almost got in a fight. I almost got in a fight with. Well, it was four dudes and me, and they're actually kind of famous people, and I didn't know that she was dating one of them, and she kind of scooted on their relationship to be with me. And I was unaware. I didn't know. And but the first time that we ever canoodled, we didn't have relations, but like I mean, sort of, kind of. You know, just a little touchy feely something. Yeah, she's still like my bed was still like super wet and moist everywhere, and I was like, oh, I see. Didn't even know didn't even know she was with this dude. Yeah, he was not happy with it. He was so unhappy with it that he had somebody at a local, like it was somebody else that he knew, bumped into me, and then I was sitting there at the bar. He bumped into me, and so he was like, "Hey, why'd you hit my buddy?" I was like, "I'm just sitting here drinking a beer. What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like, "Oh, are we gonna have a problem?" I was like, "I don't know. Who the fuck are you?" Turned into like, "All right, let's see what happens." Oh, long story. It's a really entertaining story. It's very entertaining if you knew who they were, and it's very entertaining the outcome of it too. Anyways, where the fuck are we going? Hey, one beer, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Number two, because I'm probably gonna take a nap in a second. I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything else left to express. Anything else left to express? Yeah, that's the correct words. It's good to see you, John. It's good to see everybody else. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and be weird, be expressive, be lovely, hug people more often than not, headbutt people kindly, and yeah, and also donate to me. It's the easy way to do it. TsarXen with a capital X. That's PayPal, Cash App, and all the other ways. It should be beneath. You can give me money. They'll buy me more beers, and they'll keep me at bay. It'll keep me very James Bay. I'll sing you lovely tunes and whatnot. Good to see you, John Phipps, and good to see everybody else. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna take a giant shit in a second here, and probably take a nap. Good to see you. Maybe I'll be back on here a little later. Toodles, be weird, and all that good stuff.